This video lesson is designed to help you speak with a wicked awesome Boston accent. It covers the vowel and consonant substitutions presented in my manual. You may simply follow along and glean what you can, but this offering is best employed with the manual in hand. Details about the book can be found in the About section. The short O leans toward aw. This change is a tremendous red flag that the speaker is from New England. Bomb, bother, Rhonda, God. There's not a whole lot of experience with those three. We found his body by the airport. Even vodka has its limitations. Consider this vowel change a defense against sounding like you're from New York. New York and Massachusetts border each other, so it's only natural that the accents would contain similarities. New Yorkers generally pronounce the short O, but people from Boston almost universally change it to aw. I certainly agree with both of my colleagues. Did you think you'd waltz out of here scot-free? We've got ourselves a monster. Do you honestly think he can eliminate our problem? Thomas didn't wait for a response. This summer is the hottest one on record, and that's not a good thing. The sun is playing hide and seek with a flock of clouds. Jonathan parked his Honda sideways, effectively blocking in everyone. Ah leans toward the short O, in what amounts to an inversion of the last vowel change. These two sounds seem to blend. Small, long, all, off, always, call, lawsuits. He's able to stand tall amid this mess. I risk falling from grace if I pursue this further. The agent kept walking. Drink your coffee and pretend you're happy to be married to me. The brawling originated from a few snappy insults. That fall almost broke my back. I've lost my nerve more than once. Paul was already past the pool. Aw turns to aw. This aw drop is accompanied by a slight rise in pitch on stressed syllables. Parks, starts, party, bartender, guitar. This is going to be a hard pill to swallow. Look how dark it gets down there. The rusty old cart was underwater. I've fallen farther than you could understand. There was a faraway look in his eyes as he contemplated the back wall of the bar. Close, but no cigar. I'm telling you the truth, Sarge. I am in charge of this operation. The long U thickens. Place a slight before the long U. When a word is stressed with a long U, there is also the tendency to rise in pitch. Suit, shoots, cool, pool, food, jacuzzi. She's interested in things that I do. I'll arrest you right now. I just went through that. Take two and call me in the morning. Remove your shoes. There was a lot of loose talk. The least I can do is give you the scoop in person. Scientists always knew just a little more than they cared to share. I didn't count on swimming through an entire school of jellyfish. I handpicked this group. Stressed R endings reduce and rise in pitch. To portray yourself as a speaker from Boston, be sure to milk this dramatic change. Don't stretch it out too long, or you run the risk of overdoing it. There. Years. Awareness. Nearly. George and Norman are not, normally, ironic men. The sound of laughter was born on the night wind. Boston's many firsts include the United States' first public school and first subway system. If you don't open this door, I am breaking it down. We had 2 hours to chop it up. Sweat began to drip from my hair. His father worked in a coal mine. The short I darkens. The sound is pronounced very clearly in standard American English, but takes on a rougher edge in Boston. Little, big, killed, figure, winter, spring. Listen, I think someone has been tampering without permission. Jimmy isn't exactly what you'd call a physical player. There was blistering chemistry between Christy and myself. I'm trying to pinpoint why you seem familiar. Her eyes were fixed on the ground. In typical Boston fashion, you wouldn't know anything was going on. His fingernails were lined with yellow streaks. It was no time to split hairs. The long E darkens. In the standard American accent, the long E is crystal clear. The speaker from Boston changes the vowel by coloring it with a U sound. Scream, even, weakest, demon, freak. I feel that one should let go of nicknames by the age of 30. Do you recognize either of them? Get ready to tear into its weak spots. He's the one who put you to sleep. What do you think your teammates are about to do to me? I'm reading a book about free trade. That was something we weren't supposed to see. Keep in mind when you taught me about taking a beating. I need to work. Either Stephen didn't eat right, or nobody ever taught him about personal hygiene. The long A darkens. Name, April, change, safe, fascination. When it comes to playing basketball, talking trash is part of the game. If you see me in a fight with a bear, pray for the bear. That's a clever rationalization you came up with. This is exactly the right place. Get me information on the people who were with you last night. The broad-shouldered figure wore a helmet with an opaque face shield. Where can I buy an industrial-strength cheese grater? I cannot allow you to jeopardize an ongoing investigation. Okay, then just say that. The shot U opens up to ah, judge, result, bug, other, must, fun, stun. I get into relationships with people who can never meet my standards, then punish them for being who they are. A bobblehead sculpture stands sentry outside the gift shop. Show business is made of stairs, and there are those who go up and those who go down. You're gonna love this guy. I can live without seeing the lady who dumped me. It doesn't take a genius to tell where the trouble is coming from. I know a thing or two about muscle memory. The butterfly landed on the petals of the tiger lily. He knew the corp couldn't be trusted. We have reached the end of this vowels and consonants lesson. If you were able to get something out of this without having the manual, I think that's great. If you need the manual, there's a link in the About section. There are several mastery lessons that you may also try, as doing so will boost your confidence and develop your ear. Best of luck with your wicked awesome Boston accent.